Hello, my little angel cakes, and welcome to this week's readings for the week of February 13th. Don't mind my voice. Allergies are kicking my ass out here. I genuinely have never had allergies, but I feel like moving to a different part of the country, my body is like, what the hell is this pollen? What is it doing to me? So a little stuffed up, a little nasally, a little tired-eyed, all of the above, but we're here and we're ready to do some readings. So this is going to be part 2, and here we're going to have Libra through Pisces. If you're looking for the other signs, go back to my channel, check out my other video from this week to see, because you can watch these for your rising or your sun sign. Really, I'd probably watch them for both since they're general. Take what resonates and just leave what doesn't. As always, if you like what I do, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, let's get into it. Let's see what we have for Libra this week. What guidance and messages the Spirit have for our Libra. Our Libras. I don't know, there's a couple of you out there, at least. I think my ears even want to pop. Drive me nuts. All right, Libra. We have 8, accelerated motion. Okay. I feel like you're way more of an open book lately, particularly this week. We have the 6, material and spiritual prosperity. So you're really like allowing yourself to be open to more opportunities, connections, people, experiences, places that you're living. Like before, there was a lot of like fear and resistance around you. You were like clinging pretty tightly to just like not even patterns, but like places and people, just because you were scared of new things. And now you're not really, like, you're letting yourself open up and try something new, do something different, because what you've been doing hasn't necessarily been serving you and making you happy, right? So you're like, I need to do something different. And then the material and spiritual prosperity, you know, just shows that you've been kind of at this crossroads in life. And once you can make that choice and move forward, you will be rewarded. You will fall into more money, and just overall feel more fulfilled in life. And then we have One Love Begins. So I don't know if it's like particularly this week, but I do see like come spring, I'm hearing a new like love connection. And it's like really all to do with this outpouring love that you are having for yourself, and you keep continuing to put into yourself and nurturing. So Spirit is really wanting you to open up this heart space, to be open to other people, to stop hiding. I feel like there's a big fear to connect with others. There's a fear of being hurt again, of being disappointed by people. But at the same time, like, you're causing more like hurt and discomfort because you keep blocking yourself from people who can like genuinely love and like bring joy into your life. Then you have the One Awareness card. So using your discernment at this time, trusting yourself when you meet new people. Like, why am I hesitant to let this person close to me? Is this because I genuinely feel like there's something off about them, or because I just don't want to let someone close to me, right? So being a little more open-minded this week, allowing yourself to kind of lean into those spaces, and also recognizing that it's going to take time. It's not going to be overnight that you are just open and ready for love and connection. You know, it's going to take a little bit of time, and that's okay. All right, next up we have Scorpio. Let's see what guidance and messages. Jesus, this is a fucked up shuffle. Let's try that again. Let's see what guidance and messages Spirit has for Scorpio this week. Accelerated motion just flew out of the deck, literally. Flew out of the deck, so we're going to use that one too. Another one just came out. This never happens. All right, you got Triumph, accelerated motion, flew out of the deck. Are you just like, this energy is super fucking chaotic for me right now. I'm going to do one more shuffle, I guess. I feel like you need to be grounded, but there's also great things coming. It doesn't feel negative at all. I feel like there's a lot of good things coming your way, but it's like a little bit nuts. All right. So aside from those two, then you have movement, choices, and decisions. So I feel like you're getting an opportunity to really put yourself out there to grow career-wise, particularly. just like leave a big impact. I feel like this came up for me the other week with Scorpio too, like public speaking of some kind. Whether you're leading like small seminars or you're speaking in front of a large group, I'm seeing you like spread your message and your purpose to way more people. Teaching people, being in community. You're just opening yourself up in a lot of ways, and I love this. I feel like it's kind of similar to Libras. Then we have 8, emotion withdrawal, and this happened in the first video too. Like all of this open and excitable energy, but then you get emotional withdrawal. So with this, for me, I'm seeing it's more like all of this energy is super exciting and you're passionate about it and moving toward it and you're open to it. But I do feel a sense of not being grounded. So I would really make sure this week, you know, allow these opportunities, allow things to come in, but schedule some time for yourself, like alone, to chill out, to do your own thing, to really just like ground down and relax, right? To connect back to yourself, like quiet your mind a little bit, because I know it's a little crazy in there, Scorpio. But all good things are coming to you. There just needs to be a little more balance. All right, next up we have Sagittarius. Let's see what Spirit has for Sag this week. What guidance and messages does Sagittarius need? One more. All right, Sag, we have 3 heartache and loss. Nasty. I did not like that for some of you. Let's see what else. 4 authority. All right, we are like in grief. I feel like there's a lot of anger coming up for me. I need to expel this anger too. So if that is grief, if somebody's passed, this could be also just, I think some of you, like somebody physically passing, but then a lot of it is kind of just like these relationships ending that were like pretty concrete and fundamental for you, more so friendships, people that you might have considered family or that you thought was a really long-term connection. Maybe you were looking out for them and they weren't really looking out for you. It feels transactional. It doesn't feel fulfilling. So with the authority card, you know, this is asking you to step into your authoritative role. Be strict with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Like, your emotions are important in the sense that they're like kind of telling you and warning you that these things aren't working for you. You're unhappy with these connections. But then it's our authority and our logical side that's like, okay, I honor and experience these emotions. And now this logical side of me needs to take the proper action, right? Like, then I need to move away from these. It's kind of simple, and our emotions sometimes cloud that, right? I need to move away from these connections and feed into more fulfilling ones. Then we have 11, balance. Makes sense. There's a lot going on for you, a lot that you're processing, a lot that's coming up. Feeling like I need to like shake out your arms, maybe box if you're into that. Like, my arms are so just like heightened and intense right now. But balance is about balancing your inner world if you're looking for external balance in your life. So if you're feeling a little bit crazy, just like not grounded, not supported, to definitely take the time to slow down and look at what's going on in your inner world. And you have another 8 power card. So like being disciplined as fuck with yourself, being honest with yourself, and taking the steps you need to take, even if you're uncomfortable, upset, emotional. You know what you need to do, Sag. You can still process emotion, be upset and cry through it, but you got to get it done. All right, so you have to be strict with yourself. You have to get things done that you know you need to do. It's not a time to procrastinate or push things off, because it's really just going to build upon those emotions and be harder for you to move through them, okay? All right, next up we have Capricorn. Let's see what guidance and messages Capricorn needs this week. What does our Cap need to know? What does Cap need to hear? As I mouth breathe my way through this reading. Ooh, we had a couple fall out. I love this. It always makes me excited. Ooh, 15 temptation. Oh, Cap, what are you avoiding? I feel like you're like definitely restless as fuck inside, feeling frustrated, feeling disconnected from people around you, really just wanting to like kind of like involving in like self-deprecating behavior. So being avoidant, being passive aggressive in your tone with other people, not really dealing with certain conflicts and issues that you have, but you do have 6 victory and success. So I'm seeing this as more of this like internal imbalance and old issues presenting themselves for you, and they're kind of projecting onto your relationship. So they need to be worked through, right? Like, I feel like you're hyper fixating on these little things, maybe in your partner, and like nitpicking the people around you and being frustrated at little things because of these bigger issues that are under the surface that you're not dealing with. So once you can deal with them and acknowledge they exist, I see some of you going back to therapy, finding a new therapist, maybe finding a different form of therapy, like this sort of shit, whatever. Because then you have 13 transformations. So these are things that you're going to be working toward letting go of. Of course, we have a choice here. You can continue to ignore them, and you will see basically the energy that you're in now is basically what will continue. Or you can face these things, move through that discomfort, that temporary discomfort, to feel better overall, Cap. I think that you logically know that too. So if you have to talk yourself or convince yourself into dealing with it, do what you have to do. Okay, next up we have Aquarius. Let's see what Spirit has for Aquarius this week. What guidance and messages does Aquarius need? That's like a big sigh. You tired? What's going on? 14 patience. I swear you got this last week. Like, you're just frustrated. You're short-tempered right now. You're short-tempered. You don't want to deal with people's shit. And you have rest and rejuvenation, number 4. So you gotta rest, you gotta chill. Your battery is so, like, your social battery is like, you just can't. You don't have capacity for other people right now. You're like, this is all bullshit. Everything doesn't make any sense. You're just fried, okay? And some of it might be literal bullshit. I feel like you're not wrong for being frustrated by some of these things, but you also gotta like step away a little bit. Figure out, okay, how can I address these things? What do I have control over? What do I need to be better at accepting? What do I need to move away from? 4, firm foundation. So you are right now, and rest and rejuvenation is a 4. Patience is 4 in it, motherfucker. So this firm foundation is about building your foundation in the material world. I see this as some of you starting new jobs, maybe getting a new position at your place of work. You are not feeling incredibly secure in that position in your life, in your career, in your finances right now. And I do see that triggering some of this instability and frustration as well. That's kind of trickling into other areas for you. And then partnerships and alliances. So definitely be open to connections and working with people, friendships that are uplifting and can help you kind of process the emotions that you have coming up, process what's going on in your life. It's going to be important now more than ever to like have this support system. Sometimes you shy away from asking for help or leaning on others, but you need to break that cycle. Like you would just feel so much better having like the support. Like, you have people, but you're not fully allowing yourself to lean on them for whatever reason. So it's something I would definitely explore this week. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Pisces. Let's see what Spirit has for Pisces this week. What guidance and messages does Pisces need for the week ahead? Okay. Pisces. We have 5 emotional loss. Very sad. Oh, I'm seeing an animal. And then 4 authority. So I don't know if you had a pet pass or really just, I feel like there's like this like comfort animal that you had that it could be even grieving an old comfort animal or really wanting to have like an emotional support animal. So if you've been thinking about that and wanting to pull the trigger and get one, I would definitely check that out this week. They're going to bring a lot of healing to your heart space, a lot of love for you. Because you're trying to like let go and like accept that this is all part of life. People pass, pets pass, nothing lasts forever, but at the same time you're like really just wanting to be cuddled, I feel like, and soothed and just craving human touch. Let's see what else this 4 authority card is about. So we got another 4, heart chakra. So yeah, this is interesting. Like with the heart chakra and the emotional loss and the authority card, it's just like allowing yourself to be more vulnerable, I'm hearing. Allowing yourself to open up, to grieve in front of people, to not have it all together, to be a little bit of a mess, which is like weird for me with the authority card, because I feel like that's usually telling you to like be logical and get your shit together type energy. But this is almost like a tough love, almost like spirit saying, you know, stop being so irrational in the sense that you can't just like push away these emotions or not experience emotions. Like, why can't you let yourself cry? Why can't you let yourself be vulnerable, right? So the authority card is like pushing you to be realistic in your expectations of having a human experience and what that looks like. Then you have 8, accelerated motion. So a lot of changes for you. Like I said, I see like a new pet, a new puppy, just like a new little babe to love on. And I really like that for you. I think it's going to open you up a lot and be really soothing for you emotionally. So if you're thinking about it, definitely continue to go that direction. But yeah, that is it for this week's readings. As always, if you like what I do, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the good things. Check out my website if you want to book a one-on-one call or your own tarot reading. I have a ton of information on there, as well as my Instagram, and I will see y'all next week. Take care.